Howdy folks, Cody here with Ironverse Comics. As usual, I am going to let this track finish before I fully dive in with you. But saying howdy and welcome. Lots of good stuff going on. We're going to go ahead and run through the Cactus Coyote campaign preview page. It's going to open on July 29th, which I believe is Monday, unless my dates are wrong. No, that's Monday. Can't wait for that. So yeah, I'll be right back with you folks after this track's over, and we'll just dive right on into that. How about that? See you then. Thank you for showing up, and be with you again shortly. Sorry about that, folks. A little bit of technical difficulty. My timing's usually better than this, but thank you for your patience. Well, I'm back. Let me go ahead and get this set up real quick. I think that's right. And we're going to just go ahead and flip on over, right on over here. Wham! Yep, think I got that right. Here we go. This is the most professional campaign page Ironverse Comics has put out so far. Since it's our second one, it's been a lot of learning building this one. In particular, Dollar Coins has been watching the indie comic scene for quite some time, and he tried to glean as much information as you can. You know, famous manga / anime, Bakuman. One of the main lessons as you're watching through that, and it's a story of two young mangaka trying to make it in the comic industry there, the manga industry there, and anyway, it's always a gamble because you're putting so much effort and passion and something that may not land. Well, we at Ironverse Comics do not think we have placed any poor bets. This is Cactus Coyote, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you this intro video. I'm hoping I can full screen it on Indiegogo. Might not be able to. Hoping the audio comes through okay. Also might not come through okay. But don't you worry, we'll figure it out. If you're here, you can give me input to help me figure it out even more. And thank you for showing up again, folks. Here we go. Oh, yes, I can full screen. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Audio, though. There we go. Wish I could boost it a little more. Cactus Coyote, folks. All right, that's our pitch video. Quick, simple, to the point, jamming. Love the track. It's a collaboration between Dollar Coins and the Jukebots. You'll see more of the Jukebots as we continue on with Cactus Coyote. But let's go on to the campaign itself. All right, we're looking to fund issue number 1. All this starts Monday. This is early, folks, so if you wanted, to throw it our way today, be patient. Well, this is a teaser. If you came in for a tease, that's what you're going to get. If you didn't, well, you're still going to get teased a little bit. Cactus Coyote number 1. An alien shapeshifter desperately tries to pay off an immense gambling debt by any shady means. Dollar Coins is the writer-creator. / mangaka for the preview manga that we've been putting out for a while. Or at least been promoting for a while. We dropped it all. It was a 40-page dump. We just dropped it all at once, just like I did with Jack. Number 1 on Tapas. If you want to really dive into the feel of what we're working for the book, the manga is the best place to go. I will link that here in a few. But for the moment, stick with me. I'm going to go ahead and go through the rest of the pitch. So there you go. There's that part of the pitch. You guys can't see my cursor. That's good. I like having a pointing device. And here's some preview panels. You'll actually see the full-on pages as we go down. Spinaroonie Town. It's the main hub of Cactus Coyote's adventures. As you'll see, we huge plans as it goes on. But for now, just as New Deadwood is Jack's main hub, Spinaroonie is Cactus's. It's a alien gambling asteroid. It's one of the few almost neutral places in the galaxy where almost anybody can come together and do something. Gamble. It's the criminal underworld is what it is, and their own little section of the galaxy they carved out. This is kind of the hub. Here's another angle. That is the criminal empress of Spinaroonie Town. It is a monarchy, depending on the strongest criminal bloodline, if I remember right. Here we go on the Calypso Casino's floor. It's very much like it's just a high-end casino, very old West kind of feel to it in a way. All the scum and rich of the galaxy, they find their way here to make even more riches or to lose them. And of course, you got to keep the attractions rolling to keep the bucks flowing in. All right, so let's go on down. We'll go through the perks separately. At the moment, we're going to stick with the pitches. We're just going to go through all that, and then we'll go through each of the perks. All right, the overview. This first issue invites you into Spinaroonie Town. It's a galaxy hub for gambling, backdoor dealings, and every sleazy thing you can imagine. This is Cactus Coyote's town, and this high roller owes a full deck of cash to about every dangerous loan shark there is. Some happen to be literal alien sharks. This campaign will fund Coyote's first foray into the seedy, shadowy underbelly of Ironverse Comics. Join us. You'll laugh, as I just did. You'll cry. Yep. And you'll pick up a thing or two about racking up some debt. That's also true. Ring-a-ding-ding. He's Dollar Coins. Mangaka and creator of Cactus Coyote, one of the comic book characters from Ironverse Comics. Jack hires the Steel Cowboy, created by Cody Fernandez. Myself. Something 2,000-year-old immortal future cowboy. Yeah, that's not why we're here. And it's true. You don't have to enjoy Jack to like this and vice versa, but they will feed into each other, and we're hoping with Ironverse Comics to offer something for everybody. And this is one of our better angles, I think. I'm excited. This is Cactus Coyote's tale, and we're rolling the dice to bring you a 40-page issue of this wild gambler in a risk-all, lose-all game for his biggest bet ever, and maybe pay off a few of those pesky IOUs while we're at it. This isn't any run-of-the-mill comic book. You like Ralph Bakshi, Looney Tunes, 70s anime, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Dick Tracy, Zoot Suits, Space? We're going to pack these ideas into this superstar work with so much jazz it makes Bebop look like Kids Bop. So we need you gamblers to help us get this wild ride moving. Yeah, he should be pitched. Well, I mean, he is pitching this, but I just love that. I love that. Okay, here's what we're cooking. What I'm gonna cook real quick though, folks, if you will bear with me, just real quick. Let's see if I can do this easily. We're gonna flip on over. Looks like I am. Oh, okay. Well, just checking chat real quick, making sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue then, folks. Let me know in chat. Any questions along the way, please go for it. Otherwise, anybody who's checking this later, questions, comments, I'm gonna link the campaign in the description once it launches. And yeah, I'm gonna go on with the show. But again, thank you. All right, here's what we're cooking. And so this is from the artist, Andrea Boscolo, which we will get down low enough to show you some more of his work. But, you know, classic, you got to do the character sheets. And so we get our character sheet of Kactus himself. This in particular is very important. Old school coin change giver. I don't know what you call that. A change... somebody tell me what to call it. But yeah, it dispenses. The word, change dispenser. The word is dispenser. Anywho, it's an important little mechanic. But I enjoy the design. It belies, its simplicity belies the complexity of the character, and that's I really enjoy that. As you can see here, same character. This is Cactus Coyote. It's just one of his many forms, which give him different powers and abilities based on the form he's taking, and each form has a different kind of a toll it'll take on him, or a certain length of time he can use it. Things like that. It's Kactus Coyote is very anime and manga inspired, so there's a lot of battle manga kind of feel to it. There's a lot of One Piece feel to the universe that we're trying to build together at Ironverse Comics, and a lot of that is Cactus Coyote, but it's also just what we wanted to do with the overall weird Western universe we're trying to build here. Facial expressions, of course. Andrea Boscolo is a toon artist, and was a perfect choice for this work. Very expressive. I've quoted many times. I think when I've shown this, one of the late Steve Dillon's more popular quotes I've heard. I think I heard it through Jimmy Palmiotti actually. Is if you can nail the face on a panel, the rest of it doesn't matter too much. And if you know Steve Dillon's art style, you can kind of see what he meant there. But he wasn't wrong. And so if you can nail the faces, you get a lot of the emotion and the energy already done, and then the rest is just cake, you know, and icing, not your main meal. But yeah, looks great, right? Fan-freaking-tastic, if you tell me, and if you tell me too. Now, here's the meat of the platter, Feast Your Eyes upon. So now we're going to go through the first 4 pages, I believe, of Cactus Coyote, fully inked and done. I believe we should actually have 6 by the time we launch. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. I think we'll have 5 for sure. But we'll be producing it as we go, especially if we can really hit our goal real quick. Then I'm sure we can get it produced much faster. So here we go. Page 1. Our opening scene at the asteroid that houses Spinneroonie and Spinneroonie Town itself. Then Chandra, the Empress of Spades, looking out and kind of observing everybody coming to give her cash. The high-rolling aliens rolling on up. We set our scene with these pages, obviously. Andrea Boscolo's detail and the energy he can put into panels, the livelihood, I was so very impressed by, and just the wackiness. It's got a great feel to it. Just a wonderful feel. A lot of that does have to deal with Dollar Coin's editing, though. I've been privy to how they work out their art, and he's a little bit more nitpicky than I was with Irons, and all for the benefit of this comic. I think they really needed it. It's just a wonderful atmosphere. And there we go. Cactus busting on the scene, the first appearance. Right there, page 4, I believe. Oh, no, we do get page 5. All right, we get page 5. But yeah, and first low-key part of interlacing the universes. The Famine Inc. logo. Andrea Boscolo will get credit for it, and you'll start seeing that more and more often in Ironverse Comics as one of the 4 main pillars of Ironverse Comics. One of the 4 great horrors or horsemen. they'll portray everything. So that's why if you enjoy Jack's a heavy, dour read with sporadic action and dark humor. Cactus is going to be of a different tone. I like to call it manic depressive. It's not 100% that, but it kind of is from my perspective. But as you guys go, you'll see more and more. It's a very complex tale. And here he is, doing what he does. First thing he shows up, he's getting something. Some good breaking of the fourth wall paneling right here too. Fucking breaks the glass on the panel. Another one breaking on the panel. Just great artists. Team Ironverse Comic is blessed with a glut of talent. And I'm just speaking for everybody else but me. If they want to say that about me, they can. Now let's go. What an entrance! Now we're playing with house money. Am I right? Yeah, right. It's just gold. It's gold, and I'm hoping you folks will. Once we're looking through colors, and once we have one lined up, I think once you see a completed page of this, you guys will just be blown the hell away like you were with Jack. And if you were blown away with Jack, maybe we'll convince you with this, as it's of a whole kind of different feel. So yeah, let's go down and look at the covers. Unlike me, who when I did Jack, I didn't really preview the covers, except for the cover that I had for the free black and white version back before I actually tried to fund a book. And so after that, I had made the choice not to spoil covers. And I recently, I was successful with the Jack #1. I didn't spoil the cover until it was in backers' hands and somebody took a picture and put it out. But with Jack #2, I decided to forgo that. I don't think the benefit was as much as I had thought, preserving that small bit of magic. So I think with this too, this will help attract you guys so you know what you're buying. And in this case, we're offering variant covers, so we want you to choose the cover you want. So it was 100% logical to do it this way. So Andrea Boscolo, which we may follow that link after we're done looking at this. The comic book artist, the guy who's doing the pages, he shows off his fantastic talents with his amazing original cover art for Cactus Coyote. So if I remember right, this is a slight homage cover. Anybody who can call it in chat, I'll be quite proud of you. I can even say I might have alluded to what it alludes to already in this conversation. I think it was great. It's wacky. It puts the energy forward. Once it's colored and has the logo where it needs to be, I think this will pop like crazy. And I'm really excited to see the finished. And I'm super stoked for this cover. I really the energy. He's smashing through a roulette wheel. Coins and bills flying everywhere. He's got his very unique device right here. Yeah, some good stuff. And cover B, which we've been promoting for about a week or so, from Bridge of Faust, which we might also go check out. Mr. What's His Name did this awesome piece that'll become the newsprint's first variant cover. That is, if you choose to shift to different flavors. Variety, baby. Exactly. This piece blew me away right away. It has all the manga feel and that high energy kind of punk rock feel to it. Graffiti artist kind of feel. Both these covers, I'm so stoked with. they are just. It's hard to convey my satisfaction in seeing this product continue and get this far and hopefully so much further in the future. This project is just, it's a labor of love from both myself and Dollar Coins and getting it this far. Been a hell of a learning experience, and we're stoked to see if the bet played off. And this is the other thing. So I'm showing you these so that when we go through the perks, you'll kind of know what we're talking about. So cover B, cover A, and this is the classic Coyote poster, excuse me, by Amoeba Cannon. The design, which is this outline and the logo, and a little bit of the color, a little bit of the palette, is by Zero Fox, Team Ironverse Comics, a very talented logo artist. And he's done. He did the concept gallery and the pinup gallery in issue #2 as well. And he did the credit page alterations as well. He's jack all trades for these little things, and he's been such a blessing to have on the team. But this is great. It's a wonderful piece of fan art that we got permission to add to this and to sell. Actually, we have merch available on our merch store with this very image too already. That Amoeba Cannon was kind enough to share with us. So I'm hoping you guys like that. I love this poster up on my wall. It's classy. Everybody has the dogs playing poker, but how many have a humanoid coyote playing some kind of space blackjack next to an amoeba alien? Okay, nobody. That's who. And I love this glass. The design of this is great. It's like a Stein, but it's like a Stein mixed with a test tube. It's freaking awesome. All right, now we're gonna meet Andrea Boscolo. There he is. Experienced industry veteran. He's been doing this for a while. Concept designs, a whole bunch of other stuff. Wonderful experience. Glad to have him on Team Ironverse Comics working with us. Man. There's so much to convey to you folks. Picking the angle to convey at the time is the bit. So let's go through some of his previous work, though. That's a good way to do it. So as you can tell, again, Looney Tune pedigree. It's a good-looking design. He knows how to do that look. That is one of Capital Purity Sin Gaming. If you so inclined to look it up, she also does she has a digital comic out and a web comic as well. If you folks want to check that out, also with Mr. Boscolo. Just the art's just wonderful. He's used to doing this kind of stuff. It was just the perfect choice to handle this. I mean, who else could put that much personality into these Pokemon? It's just so good. And of course, this is my favorite piece right here, the Army of Duckness. Even bowling ball fake tits. It's just it's great. Dynamite just laying there. An Acme Swiss Army chainsaw. It's just so clever, so clever. And exactly why we're doing this. We need to pay the man. We need to pay the colorist. We need to pay for the printing. We need to pay for the shipping. And honestly, that's what we need to pay for. It would be great to be able to get dollar coins, something out of this. Oh, by the way, I as far as I know, though I am editor on the book, I'm doing this out of trying to grow Ironverse Comics because I believe in the artists and talents who have chosen to place their work alongside ours. And I'm hoping that this is a great step forward, and I believe it is. But you folks will have to prove it to us by wanting it and showing us that you want it. And you did that with Jack, and I'm so blessed. And we're actually asking for less than what Jack was able to earn in its entire campaign run. So that is asking something. But I think we can do it. I think we can get that. The title deserves it. I'm gonna do my part. That's what I'm doing here. That's what I'm doing right now. The talents here deserve every bit of effort I can put forward, and I hope you folks see that too. Anywho, so let's go ahead and read this. You need to pay him. The physical stuff, you get it, you love it, and that's how we're going to play. A one of a kind old school newsprint issue. Now, you folks might be like, you might have an issue with the newsprint. Why we're doing that is so that we can really lower the cost of producing the actual book. We're trying without a publisher so far. As far as I know, we're not close-minded to publishers. This is in Dollar Coin's hands on that end. Again, I'm just editing, and I want to be I'm kind of the marketing face of Ironverse Comics, so that's what I'm doing. A lot of that will be through Dollar Coins. But we're trying to do this one the best we can on our own, but we'll see if that needs to change. I'm assuming we're all 100% adaptable. I had to be with the Jack Irons campaign. We started that just with digital, and now I've actually been able to color black and white digital. I just want to do a black and white digital of issue 2 just to make it. And that campaign was able to adapt and flow into what fans of Ironverse Comics know as the 2 physical issues of Jack Irons, Steel Cowboy, going out to backers. I'll update on issue number 2 after we finish this campaign. I don't have a huge update, but I have a couple things to give you, so I'm stoked about that. But let's finish this. Huh? Betting chips may be affected by intergalactic exchange rates. See, that's there. If your betting chip is affected by that exchange rate, you'll have to contact Dollar Coins. But we'll figure it out. And here we go. Oh, this is good. So I don't even have to go up to the images to go through the tiers. Perfect, man. Like I said, this campaign page is really well laid out, at least to me. I really have appreciated the work he put in and the professionalism that he's done in running this before the campaign even. So I'm happy to be taking up the flag on getting the word out on all the hard work Team Coyote's putting out. Taking all bets. So slots winner, $3. You get the digital issue of Cactus Coyote. Simple, easy. I'm sure we'll probably include some digital extras as well. It's not hard to do. And every $3 is $3 closer to our goal. And so we really appreciate that. And you got to do digital. 4-card Monty. Cover A. You get the physical newsprint of Cactus Coyote with the Andrea Boscolo cover. $5 USD, and I'm assuming it's another $5 shipping. I can't really check out just yet. I'll have to look. I believe it is just another $5 though. So I know it's still expensive for newsprint, but you're getting a very tiny print run, which adds to collectability, and you're also getting you're supporting a team that's exceedingly grateful for your support and will continue to do its utmost to be professional in continuing its journey through comics. Baccarat Gambler, $5. It's the Cover B newsprint issue. Again, $5, probably $5 shipping, so $10. Crap Straight Shooter, $15 USD, probably still just $5 shipping. The shipping will vary internationally, of course, folks. We did that this time. With the Jack Irons campaign, it was $25 flat for everyone because of how we did the campaign and how much adaptation needed to be done. And so we're not doing that again. We're building it into the budget because we can, and that's the right way to do it. You get your name somewhere in the background of the comic if you go for 15 and the shipping. And I don't know if you get the actual comic. Let me go up and let me find this Crap Straight Shooter. It doesn't say you get the comic in that one, so I don't want to tell you folks you do, and you don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. There we go. So you get your name put somewhere in the background of the comic, and you don't know what it could be. It could be a wanted poster, a marquee sign, some graffiti, an IOU, anything. That's how he wants to pay it forward for you folks. And I love the idea. And then you also get the cover A, the Andrea Boscolo cover. So you do get the comic, but we're only doing 25 of those. It's a cheap little thing to actually become part of Ironverse Comics, and we would really love showing our love with you guys and in doing so. Let's go down here. I gotta scroll back down. Spinneroonie High Roller, $25. You get both comics and a randomly selected casino chip. I believe it's just one variant. He might not have updated this. I think we're only doing the one casino chip. He asked me to edit this earlier, and I didn't catch that till live, of course. Yeah, I believe we had to downscale from 3 chips to 1 chip, just budget-wise. So, but you do get both of these and the little collectible casino chip straight from Spinneroonie. At 50, you get both newsprint versions, the casino chip and the Coyote poster. If there is 3 casino chips. There's 3 casino chips. I feel like there's just one. I feel like that discussion was had, but it was not updated on the page. So we'll get that hammered out, and maybe you do get all 3. That would be great. The Get Out of Debt $50 option. This is bulk Cactus Coyote issues. 12 copies of the newsprint. You can get 6 and 6 of each variant. You can get all 12 of one or the other. Maybe 4 of one, whatever. Just let us know. Once we get to that far. Get Out of Debt Ultra Deluxe. Same thing. It's just 25 copies instead of 12. At $150, you can get 2 pages from the original Cactus Coyote manga. I actually have one myself. Dollar Coins sent me. The 40-page manga was a hell of a thing to get manifested, and even more so to get to this point where we're doing the Western adaptation. But I love Dollar Coins art. he keeps saying it ain't worth seeing print. I think you guys also will really enjoy the pieces. I believe there's going to be some previews of the pieces. But he's only selling 5 of them, so the first 5 you can get one of those. It's signed, and I'm assuming you also get the comic and such. Let me go back up. Let me go back up right here. Yep, you get both issues actually. You get everything that was included in the Get Out of Debt Ultra Deluxe and the Get Out of Debt, which makes sense. Except you also get the 2 signed manga pages, which is awesome, alongside the poster. Very cool, very cool. That's probably what I'm gonna get. But let's go down. And then there's the big one. That's only 5 people. The Roulette Palace VIP room, $250 USD. We did bigger perks this time. I had a $100 perk on the Jack campaign, and we actually got a few takers, and that was really helpful. But this time we're offering something much better to those folks. This perk is for the notorious whales in Spinneruta. He went ahead and used that term whale, huh? Hey, it's fair. It's fair. Your elite gambling prowess goes unmatched in countless star systems. These VIP gamblers are the legendary breed. Get your name on a VIP badge and a special thank you page with a group of 5 silhouette figures awaiting their next big game. Ooh, I'm not even 100% sure what that is. That sounds fun. Let me see. Let me double check over here. You get all the casino chips, the team up poster, which is ooh, I can't wait to reveal the artist on that, but it's going to take the campaign being funded for that to hit it as good as it could be. I think you actually might be getting 2 pieces, just because I did a plan B instead of if the really cool badass one doesn't work out for some reason. But if it doesn't work out, it's only because we're not going to get there anyway. So I think you guys are good. I'm just excited. Once I hear back from him and can announce it, maybe I will. But it was all but started. So I'm hoping. But yes, you get the Jack Irons and Coyote team poster by a relatively well-known and exceedingly talented veteran artist. Again, I can't wait to show you that. You get both covers. You get the classic Coyote poster as well, and your name and a special thank you page, which is what he was talking about. I'm guessing that it might be a Dollar Coins original art piece. And then there's the Loan Shark special credit. This is the big $500 one. Let's see. You want to throw Coyote the loan and grease this Meiji Mutt's paws later? Then you must be a loan shark. Your name on a special page where Coyote is fretting over which shark he has to worry about paying back next. Don't get your legs broken, pupper. Limit to the first 3. I'm assuming it includes all the other good stuff as well. So you get a whole nother special page. Yep, and it includes all the other very cool stuff. Only 3 of them. You got to have these big options. You never know if somebody really believes in your work, and they want to do that. You got to have those channels open, because it can make all the difference. It really can, and it's very, very, very humbling to see the support, especially with my last, well, not my last campaign, but with the last campaign Ironverse Comics ran. I was blown away, and I still am blown away by the continued support. And I think we can do it again and again as long as you folks enjoy what we're doing. And we're certainly working hard and putting our hearts and souls into it. So hopefully, again, you'll see that. More than a spruce goose. This is Ironverse Comics, the same team that brought you Jack Irons #1 and #2. We've got a talented team and community we've met and grown with along the way. And together we're going to play this ace and beat the house's odds. Take your shiniest nickel, watch the ball dance across the roulette wheel, and read 'em and weep with that jackpot. Place your bets, friendo. Thanks for stopping by and supporting us. So this is Ironverse Comics, Team Coyote. There are 5 teams in Ironverse Comics. You folks, if you backed Jack, you've dealt with Team Cowboy. That's then there's Team Coyote. There's Team Silverado. There's Team Monk, and there is. Is that it? Is it Jack? Well, long day, folks. Simple arithmetic's evading me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm forgetting something. Uh, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, and Team Top Predator. I feel so bad. Also, Team Top Predator. That's actually the next after this. If you folks are, that's the next alongside Jack number 3. If you folks are kind enough to help us get Coyote off the ground. Team Coyote is the creator and writer Dollar Coins. I do know his non pseudonym, but I appreciate the dedication in using a pseudonym. There's a lot of good reasons for it. And you know what? It puts a little bit of a little bit of manga flair to this book. He's a monkey punch, a 1. I appreciate that. The Ironverse editor. That's me. I'm here to make sure it stays consistent in a big, wider universe. It's not hard though, because Dollar Coins is the other Ironverse editor. So between he and I, we've got a tact. We know what's universally doable and not and such. It's gonna be fun showing you folks this all manifesting into something breathing. Cover A and page art, Andrea Boscolo. Cover B and some promotional art, Bridge of Faust. And the classic Coyote poster again by the wonderful Amoeba Cannon with the design alterations by Zero Fox. So, I think that's the last bit of this I can give you. We're going to go ahead and go up again. I'm going to see if there's anything else I need to show you since going through those went through these. The perks. I don't know if there's much else I absolutely need to do. I can check chat. That sounds wise. Let me go ahead and switch over. Ooh, Johan's been here. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to check that. Let's see. Newsprint has worked well for Alterna, Anthony C says. Thank you for showing up, Anthony C. I agree. Newsprint has worked well for Alterna. I believe we might even be doing the newsprint through them. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm sure as the campaign progresses, we'll be updating backers and all that good info on the nuts and bolts. Johann Zeke is yet another pseudonym of our lovely Dollar Coins. He's in chat, so I'm going to go ahead and answer and add some addendums to my previous statements with me not checking chat while I'm going through it. This is Peter has done a good job. I agree. Peter has done a great job with Alterna and doing newsprint and getting comics back out to kids and out to places where people can buy them instead of just waiting for the trade or watching comic shops drop like flies. Johan Zeke says there is 3 chips. I was mistaken. I'm glad there is 3 chips, and I'm glad my memory is holding up as well as I usually think it is. That's supposed to be 26. 26. I would need the timing for that, Johan. There's Team Mo, Team Tracker, Team Dumpy. Team Mo and Team Dumpy. That's legit. I didn't know we were rolling that out yet. But yes, Team Tracker or Team Top Predator. That is the last of those titles. I want to thank you folks for being here again. I'm not done per se. In fact, I think I've earned the shot that's been sitting here since the beginning that was teasing me before I started. I'm gonna run the Cactus campaign video again. Cactus campaign. Cactus Coyote #1. Ironverse Comics campaign video. I'm gonna run that. And you folks will bear with me while I go ahead and have some tequila, and I'll be right with you, answering any questions you may have. I really hope folks enjoy kind of what this is, and any questions about this campaign page. It looks like Johan's here. Dollar Coins is here, so he can answer you. I can answer you. All kinds of killer stuff going on here. Let me go back to that page. Oh, you see my internet history of music. But here you go. I'm going to go ahead and get this going again. Thank you so much for being here, listening to the pitch. And I hope to come back to a little bit of an AMA. And if not, we'll go from there. Again, thank you for watching those. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting Ironverse Comics in any way you see fit. Go ahead and switch over there. Yeah, folks, that's Cactus Coyote. That's the preview of the campaign. Launches on Monday, July 29th. You'll be able to back this and help us rack up those 7s. We got to hit every single one of them to get you this very awesome book. We've got some killer stretch goals in mind too. If we get that far, I just know it. I know some of it. Some of what's been discussed is extra pages. I know that would not be a problem for Team Coyote, as the writer-creator for Team Coyote has written about 10 issues that I've read the scripts for and fucking adore. I really want to help take you folks on this journey alongside myself, Ironverse Comics, and all of Team Ironverse Comics. A lot of amazing, very talented, very kind artists working with us on this. Let's see. Nothing in particularly interesting there. Johan, let me know my audio's fine. That's good. That's good. Yeah, nothing particularly. I mean, anybody have any questions? Otherwise, I don't know if I can. I'm going to avoid talking about the current comics climate. Indie comics is just a giant dumpster fire for professionalism and for the fandoms. I would avoid talking about that too much. I know a lot of folks around my environment. It's hitting them pretty hard, and I'm sorry to see that. Ironverse Comics is trying its hardest to be as drama-free and just fun and engaging as we can be with these adult, weird Western comics. It's a real simple thing. Yeah, honestly, folks, I don't have too much more to say. I thank you for being here. Whoever comes and sees this later, throw questions in the comments. Throw questions to me on Twitter. That's the best place to contact me. I also do have a Facebook, but you got to just look up Jack Iron Steel Cowboy, and you'll find our social media links. Look up Ironverse Comics. You'll probably find the same. Google's pretty good at hunting you down and placing you in front of people if if you try, if you look even close to hard enough. Johan says tumbleweed blows on by. He's not wrong. He is not wrong. We don't seem to have much listening tonight, and that's okay, folks. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot our link back out for the hell of it. I'll try and be around for a few. I did have a two things to shout out, and actually I do have some Ironverse comic, some Jack Irons #2 news. It's not much. It's not going to satisfy folks very much, but it's news. It's news. So first off, let's do something I kind of wanted to start doing weekly. If we have pieces to show off, that's what matters. If there's no pieces, obviously I can't talk about something that doesn't exist. But if there are pieces, I want to show. So this is a fan art showcase. I've done fan art showcases kind of randomly here and there, different ways. This one in particular is going to focus on two folks. I believe one's actually from a few weeks ago, but it deserves a shout out. So we're going to go ahead and go through both of those. And then we'll go into the Jack Irons 2 news, and if anybody else has shown up. So let me go ahead and re-promo, because I want the word to be out. I want you folks to know about this. So there you go. Word is... Oh, no, that's not good enough. I can do better. Let's see. There we go. So I need to do this. And I need to do that. That needs to work, too. That's the problem. Let me refresh this and see if it worked. And yeah, you guys don't see any of this, but I don't care. It's entertaining to me. Bum. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be saving it. Bookmarks function's not working on Twitter, which means you can't retweet something you already retweeted. Pain in the ass. So I gotta link a new one or leave it be, huh? Well then, I guess that's what I'm gonna do, is just do that, so you folks could just listen to that. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some kind of background noise here while I'm clicking away at this and getting this showcase ready. Go ahead and enjoy Jack's Ride by Laguna Muta. I believe both Showdown at Cody's and Jack's Ride, both part of the official Ironverse Comics soundtrack, are available from Laguna Muta online. Just look up Laguna Muta and Jack's Ride, or Laguna Muta and Showdown at Cody's, and I'm sure you will find a place to purchase it and enjoy it at your leisure. I use it as I use Showdown at Cody's as my alarm, and I use Jack's Ride, I believe, as my ringtone. Because yeah, that's the kind of geek I am. I love y'all. I'll be right back. Might take another shot after I promo, so it might be a minute or two, but I will be back. All right, I'm back. Time this one right. Second shot of tequila, not too bad. Bandolero isn't too bad for a budget tequila. Straight from Mexico, of course, and it's got a Day of the Dead image. Uh, skeleton in a sombrero, wielding a Bowie knife. So it's good. Totally Day of the Dead though. He's surrounded by men and women, dead men and women. So you know it's good. No, it's potent. Um, and I'm back. Let's go ahead and go to that little bit of fan art showcase. We're gonna see if I can do this right. A couple ways to do it. I think this is the right way. This is by Aki T. First time I saw his art. He does a web comic called Void, web manga to be precise. He lives in Japan. I don't believe he is of Japanese descent. So he's an immigrant over there. Wonderful work. His coloring work is particularly stand out to me. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys right here. Boom, from Aki T. This is the one with this is colored, of course, unless you're colorblind, and with a logo. He provided both with and without, and it's actually more HD than I thought it was. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in for you folks. I didn't notice the face. The attitude's great. This is the closest you're gonna get to a Jack Irons manga image, besides some work of Taikei Tyler, but Aki T, he does wonderful work. Please go ahead and follow him. Twitter, just search Aki T or search Void hashtag webmanga, and I'm sure you will find it. Find his work. He posts all kinds of cool stuff. His cyberpunk noir vibe is hard to beat. This paint work, this was a hell of a thing. Really did make my day, honestly. Every piece of fan art does, though. You folks are too kind, sharing your amazing talents with Jack. This piece in particular, I don't know. It's got a great mood to it. His lines are aggressive, but they're not aggressive. They're kind of loose. I don't know. I love the feel of Aki T's work. And if you got folks, go ahead and give him a follow. Let me go ahead and see if I can make that easier on you. I can indeed. That's the second piece by John Bond. We're gonna go ahead and link that in a second. But I think what I'm gonna do. These are bookmarks. This is all my promo stuff, so you're not seeing anything I don't want you to see. In fact, I want you to retweet and like these. This is all the promo work of Ironverse Comics, in particular my end of promo. But we're going up here to find Aki T, so you guys can find him more easily. Yeah, here you go. At Aki T BFPF144. So yeah, that would be too easy to find. So I'm glad I'm linking that. Go ahead and find that. Find this guy. He does amazing work. He actually got us a lot of Japanese attention today, which is always great. I love seeing folks enjoy westerns. It's a very it's an iconic genre. People love it, but nowadays it's hard to know what to do with it. But Ironverse Comics, we know what to fucking do with it. We're making high fantasy, apocalyptic, sci-fi, weird western. That's how you fucking do it. With Cactus Coyote as our second step and Jack Irons as our first. And with 3 more steps to go to forge the full Ironverse scope. But let me go ahead and, again, the Andrea Boscolo cover. This is cover A if you back the book. We should have a colorist nailed down here pretty soon. We'll see. I'm excited to see this colored. There's so much. Again, Andrea Boscolo and his detail. That's what I fucking love about his work. And his lines are very, they're toony, but it's a high detail toony. Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead and go down. That's some of the manga. If you haven't checked out the manga on Tapas, please type in Cactus Coyote, TAPAS, and you will find the free read. Please check that out. It is a manga. It reads from right to left. It's a wonderful work of passion myself and Dollar Coins put out. Dollar Coins was the mangaka. He did the writing, he did the layouts, he did the line art. He did an incredible job, no matter what he himself says. And I just tried not to fuck it up. I may or may not have. That's why I want you to read it. there's a ton of character in Cactus Coyote I want to see manifest. There's a lot of love and everything there is deserving as much support as Jack got, if not more so. Ironverse Comics is a hell of a thing, and I'm going to do my best to steward it to a brighter future. But we need your help. We do. If you like what we're doing, all these wonderful things that have manifested out of our work, the cover to issue number 2 of Jack, I hope you folks enjoy. Can't wait till somebody has it in their hands, reads it, and tells me it sucks or tells me they loved it. I want to hear. I want people to. I want the thing about being a storyteller that I love the most is that you're providing somebody with a singular moment from your vision that then becomes part of their entire life. It becomes a moment in their existence. That's the magic. So if people are seeing it, I'm happy. If people are enjoying it, I'm ecstatic. If people are disliking it, I'm ecstatic because I get to learn. I get to learn what I'm doing wrong. And I think issue 1 of Jack Irons did very well, proving that Team Ironverse Comics can kick some fucking ass in the comic book industry. And I know issue number 2 will help us lay a foundation and an emotional resonance with all you kind folks. And I'm hoping Cactus Coyote does the same damn thing. Provides a different kind of outlet. Ironverse Comics is almost the perfect hybrid of a. Oh God, I don't want to. I could boast. This is our work. I'm proud of it. It's almost a perfect balance of philosophical exploration and childhood imagination fused with the dark reality that we exist in. And we're trying to filter that through genres and through tales that people already have resonance from and people already enjoy and can grasp and that we enjoy and that we love and that we want to put our spin and carry that torch forward. Ironverse Comics' goal is to be a perfect Western, Eastern hybrid media producer, particularly in the comic genre. But I ain't closing any doors to any other genre, I'll tell you that. But it all starts with you folks, and it all finishes with you folks. You got to enjoy what we're doing. We got to earn that joy, and we got to keep up the quality. Let's see. I should probably check chat. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to that. Forgive me if you were looking at something. Tumbleweed's still blowing by, so nobody's here. So I don't care about boasting. Let me go. Let me continue to explore here if there's any more information. I do not believe so. If you guys want to check this out, I appreciate it. Sign up to the newsletter. That way you know when we go live and you'll know each update, even if you haven't backed yet. The best thing you can do for an Indiegogo campaign or any kind of crowdfunding is back that day one. It will fuel the algorithm, it will fuel the creator's passion, and it will fuel fan base interaction. If you guys can be there Monday, that'd be great. If you can be there next Friday, that'd be great. If you can be there a hair before the campaign ends and get us over that line, thank you. The main thing we want to do is just create wonderful books for you folks to enjoy. And we're working hard at it, and I, for one, super enjoy it. It's very draining, but I think it's also very, very rewarding. I'm hoping Dollar Coins can elaborate on his experiences on it at some point. And I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun with the Cactus Coyote campaign, whatever occurs with it. But, we'd certainly love to be making the book. So you folks go ahead and help us get there. I'm going to go ahead and switch back over here so I can check something. Bear with me. Okay, that's cool. I appreciate that very much. Let's see, I got some, yeah, like I was saying, this Aki T piece that I was just previewing, it really has gotten us quite a bit of Japanese attention. I got a lot of different followers straight from Japan. It's so cool. One of my favorite parts of comics is meeting all these new wonderful artists. There's no limit to the amount of talent on this earth, and I'm so happy. I will always be continuously surprised by new wonder from folks. It's man, that's one of the few things that could really keep you going if you let it. Let me go to the other piece I wanted to fan art promo from Jean Bon. I know I've worked around him. I don't know if I've worked specifically with him. I don't believe I have. Excuse me. Um, but I have worked under the same label he has, Ashcan Publishing. They do mini books, anthologies, flash fiction, as well as Ashcan comics, literal physical, sequential books on their Patreon. Just look up Ashcan Comics Publishing, and you will find their Patreon. I really recommend supporting them. It supports a huge amount of independent talent. A lot of folks who honestly would not be published and would not be putting out putting out the art to such a wide audience without Ashcan's help. I'm one of them. I'm very proud to have written 3 short stories for them, 2 of which have been currently published. One of them that is on its way to being published. Look for it in the Wanted Dead or Alive anthology from Ashcan Publishing. It actually is, all my pieces for them have been under the Ironverse label, so they take place under Ironverse Comics universe, and it adds to the depth and lore of what we're building, and I'm happy to work with them. So let me go ahead and show you John Bond's work right here. I'm on it. I'm going to go ahead and switch over. This was a wonderful piece. It was the first piece of fan art for Jack in a little while. For a little bit there, for a couple months, well, like a month or 2. Jack is blessed with a gluttony of fan art, and it's, again, wonderful folks lending it. This is the piece. He went with the chunkier Jack that you'll see in issue number 2 of Jack Irons. The difference between issue 1 and issue 2 of Jack is about 4 years of experience for myself and Maxi Dallo, the line artist, as well as a different colorist in Steve Cannon. So there's going to be a different feel, but I think you'll be able to easily transition. It's not we worked real hard making the books fit. But anywho, the design for Jack got a little bit chunkier in issue number 2, which I was fine with. He's supposed to be a heavy, intelligent, dirty. He's a cowboy. Out of the Ironverse characters, he would be. He's kind of the captain in what's coming down the road, but he's not the most powerful. By far, he's not the most powerful. There's a running gag that Cactus Coyote is, and Cactus Coyote has the possibility, he has the potential to be the most powerful character in Ironverse comics, at least the most powerful protagonist. But you folks will have to get us there with both Jack and Cactus Coyote, and honestly our future efforts if Cactus lands and if you folks continue to like what we're doing. I really have no doubt that you will. We're putting out great work. It's a great team. But the landscape and timing of stuff can matter too, and that's always different, and you can't really plan on that. So every bit of help you folks will give us, I appreciate. And again, follow Ashcan Publishing. Follow John Bond here. Let me go ahead and highlight him there. At John Bond 20, he's an artist, illustrator, inker, letterer, colorist. So he's a jack-all-trades comic book creator. He blessed us with this wonderful piece of Jack, and I'm just so stoked to see it. He even colored it, which that was quite cool. I didn't expect that. And really, Ironverse Comics just has a lot in store for you folks if you stick around. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and switch on over here. Bum 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 bum. Let me go on over here. Talk to it looks like Johan. We'll see in time exactly. Johan get dollar coins here. Johan Zeke. He knows what we're doing. We're all indie artists, and we're all trying real hard to make to carve our niche, to make our presence known, to continue yelling into the void, and keep hearing back from people who like what we're yelling. So yeah, we'll see in time. I really do hope that we get to that point. We get to the point where we can continue to produce these 5 titles at a point where we bring them together to a 6th. Maybe even a 7th title. Johan, or Dollar Coins, says Tracker's pretty OP too, and that is no joke. Honestly, he between Jack is like more. If you were comparing Iron Man to Batman, because they're both kind of similar in the rich boy who makes their own powers. Tracker, top predator, as you folks will see, more so towards the end of Cactus's campaign, particularly if it's successful. We have a wonderful artist attached to that, Vince Rush. He's doing Seekers for Alterna Comics, and he's also been our letterer on Jack Iron since issue 1. And he did one of our most popular promotional pieces as well, as you'll see on the right, right there, that says Jack Iron Steel Cowboy on my image that I'm projecting right now to all you kind folks. That's Vince Rush with our first colorist, Matthias Laborde. That's a collaboration with them. It's just a wonderful piece. People tend to like it as much as I do, which is just outrageous because I adore it. But yeah, Tracker's pretty OP. He's more the Batman, and the Batman that people kind of argue against. He's the one who could plan out everything and figure it out. He's a chemist. He's a cryptobiologist. His goal is to be the universe's top predator. So everything that entails, he's worked on through his immortal life. I can't wait to show you folks Tracker. Vince is super stoked to start it. He's one of the more ecstatic creators at Ironverse Comics. I'm so lucky to work with him. Tracker's pretty OP. He's the guy, if you gave enough time, he could kill anything, even the unkillable. Whereas Jack's more, he's a tinkerer. He's a better engineer than Tracker would be, but that would be about one of the few things he has over Tracker. He's a better historian, better knowledge of literature, and more ethereal, philosophical exploration stuff. Jack's more of a thinker. Tracker's thinks to act, whereas Jack thinks to think. That's the big difference. And I would say, Tracker's the Batman. He's got that kind of ability, where Jack's more of a... He's not even I want to do the Batman Iron Man. He's not that much Iron Man, but he's closer to Iron Man than he is Batman. Jack's more of a tinkerer. He builds, he thinks, he exists. That will change over the arc in some ways, as you folks will see if we're lucky enough and blessed enough to continue with our plans for Ironverse Comics. And honestly, Lady Silverado would be pretty goddamn overpowered too if it came to it. Cactus though, I think his powers are going to be the hardest to peg down, which means they'll have the widest applications, which could mean it's the most powerful. Tracker needs time. Tracker needs research. Lady Silverado would need practice and skill. I'm not sure how far we're going to take her. She could be very fucking powerful, depending on how far we want to take Silverado. And the Golden Monk, I think he'll appear more OP than he is. And I think that'll be a lot of his appeal. Cactus is more of has more of a comedic slight than Jack. Lady Silverado has no comedy to it, really. It doesn't even have dark comedy so far to it. It's a very it's an adventure, very serious adventure piece so far. Tracker, the first time you see him is at the end of issue 2 of Jack Irons. Excuse me. With issue 3, you'll find out a lot more about Tracker, and hopefully we'll actually be able to include an 8-page mini from Vince Rush in the back of that Jack Irons number 3, or we'll do something else with it. We adapt at Ironverse Comics. You adapt to survive. If you try to stagnate, you're going to be screwed. And Golden Monk, who we've attached a wonderful artist to as well. That's going to be fun. It's probably going to be the most lighthearted of our series, simply because the story is channeled through a man with a very lighthearted dementia. so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm super excited for all that. I'm going to go ahead and check the time, folks. Bear with me. Especially the coughing. I think the air in my room or something is getting a little cold, so it's starting to annoy my throat. Yeah, nothing in chat, which is absolutely fine. Let me go ahead and go over here. Look at this. Thank you, folks. A little bit more exposure there. That's very cool. Always happy about that. Let me see. I think I'm gonna end it here unless we do have some questions. If anybody is in chat, please let me know. We didn't have too many folks tonight from the live control room stats. That's honestly, to be expected. Our YouTube reach is not much. We're not the most well known channel. I'm not even sure if most Ironverse Comics fans know we have a channel. I'm trying to push that real hard. If you folks are here, you do get this, please retweet the video, like it, engage, show the world. Because I can do more videos than just one on a Friday. I have the capability. I just honestly do not put the effort there because I do not feel the effort gives enough returns compared to actually working on the comics or other forms of promotion. But I do know that this is key, and I want it to grow. So if you folks could help me out with that, everybody at Team Ironverse Comics, which is quite a few people at this point, would really appreciate it. Just more exposure, more engagement. Show the world that you want more positive promotion in comics and more intelligent comics out there. There's a definite dumbing down and a certain expectation of the reader to be ignorant or to be easily guided that Ironverse Comics is not taking. We will present you with ideas, with a journey, with some fun, and it's up to you to decide if you like it. We don't expect you to. We just know we do. Let me go ahead and check something else out. Nothing there. Bum, bum, bum. So, oh boy. Yeah, folks, I am so sorry for the I can't, I apologize as part of indie comics, but I cannot apologize for indie comics. I'm just looking at this freaking, oh god. I don't know. It's hard out there. It's a blood sport. The internet's has always been a blood sport. But Ironverse Comics has done its best to avoid that, and we appreciate all of you who see that we've done our best to not isolate any fans, any customers, any supporters, because we love you all. We don't care what label you go to. We don't care who you are. We appreciate your support and your attention and your engagement with our product and with our projects. As you know, we couldn't be doing this without you folks. Me in particular, I never expected to actually get Jack printed and published. I never did. I don't care if it's by a small press publisher or not. I never expected to even get that far. Uh, it's a teenage dream of mine I've been pushing hard for, and all you folks helped make it happen. So thank you. And you gave so many wonderful artists, through doing that, you gave so many talented artists an outlet to show their work and a job, which means you put food in people's mouths, which is some of the most amazing things we can do for each other on this planet. Is keep each other alive and keep each other sane and keep each other having fun. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting Ironverse Comics. Thank you for taking a look at Cactus Coyote, and even more so for supporting it. I know it's kind of it almost feels like a left field, but Ironverse Comics does not want to stagnate. We have to keep throwing curveballs at you, and I hope you appreciate it. These curveballs are always just going to be different. They're not going to be intrusive or upsetting. They're going to be fun. We're going to keep you entertained and engaged, and thank you so much for sticking around to do that. I think I'm going to probably call it. I do have my normal day job tomorrow. You call it a day job; it's a morning job. It's done by about 9:30 a.m. most days, but it starts at 4:30. So call it as you will. So I do have to hit the sack sooner than later. But I would love to engage. If anybody else is here, has any questions on Cactus Coyote, Jack Iron, Steel Cowboy, Ironverse Comics, any of our future titles, any of the work we've done otherwise, this is an AMA. Ask me anything. You don't even have to ask about any of that. Just appreciate the engagement. See. Oh God, yeah, it's just the norm. I have to keep my ear to the ground to survive in this industry, and sometimes I wish I didn't. Bum bum bum. Yeah, folks. I don't see too much. I don't see too much. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, folks. Honestly, if you like this video, if you see it later, which I would love if folks would come and see it later. Give it a like, give me a comment, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Just engage, let me know. I think we're worth engaging, we're worth supporting. But if nothing else, I want to learn, I want to improve, I want to shift, I want to adapt. And with Cactus Coyote, we're trying to get shifty and shady. We're trying to show you the seedy underbelly of Ironverse comics, and I think you'll find it a lot more fun than it sounds. Let me see. Um, we're done. Cactus. Don't worry about that. It's honestly the show that is quiet, and that is partially because YouTube is a horrid beast to try and wrangle, especially if you're doing it so inconsistently as Ironverse Comics. We've got this. I'm super excited for Monday, and I think you're going to be blown away Monday, my friend. I really think you are. I know I will be one way or another. I think I'll call it 8:20 my time. Anywho, I've done the fan art showcase. I have done the preview of the campaign, which is absolutely wonderful. I also dollar coins and anybody else watching. Tonight's been a big night in indie comics for the feel of the sphere. The combativeness has kind of hit ahead today, so there are other things going on tonight that are shifting attention. But I needed, not only needed, I wanted to get this done. This is indie comics. This is the groundwork. This is the grind, and this is Ironverse Comics, and I think we've got something absolutely wonderful to offer. Whatever that last comment there's supposed to mean, dollar. We got this. Don't you fucking worry about it. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I could go another 10. I like nice round like hour and a half or 2 hour kind of bit, but apparently the environment tonight's kind of drawing some of our regulars away, which was gonna happen. It's a hard space out there. A lot of passionate people going at each other that don't need to. Yeah, I guess I can leave this. But then the rest of my night's just engaging with that. That's no fun. Well, Johan, since you seem to be here and since you've been commenting, do you have any questions or any topics I should address? And yeah, I'm talking to you directly. I'll give you plenty of time to answer. But if no, I guess I will call. I'm trying to get. We got another 9 minutes. I want to get to that hour and a half. And I have more. I can show Cactus again. I'm super proud to have it. Super proud to promote it. Let me see. The thing is, this YouTube channel is very quiet. It's a baby. It's an infant, even more so than Ironverse, and it's in a more competitive space than indie comics, and that's saying a lot. YouTube is most definitely a competitive space. This is just a place for our fans to access the information and to get what they need. Oh, okay. Johan wants to talk about the team up poster design. So I have a backup plan, which I was alluding to earlier. That's being done. We'll see how that one goes. No matter what, I think we're going to leverage it somehow for this campaign. That was my intention in commissioning it. But the other one, we didn't do the official shake hands that it's being done yet, but we did everything else. We talked price. We hammered out the price. We've done a lot on that angle, and the guy's super professional, super kind, super interested in what Ironverse Comics is doing, And that in itself is super flattering because of how ingrained he is in the art industry and how much he actually, his work is valued. So that was a hell of a thing, hell of a flatterer. So that poster, whatever the design comes up with, I think if we are able to do it through that person, it's going to be something amazing and something to remember and something that we're going to appreciate for a very long time. The Jack 3 cover design. So I'm assuming that will be a team up piece with Jack and Tracker. My thoughts is maybe we'll take it back to the Old West because their history goes back that far. And so far we've only done covers that take place in the cyberpunk, apocalyptic Mad Max future of Jack Irons and Earth in the Ironverse comics universe. So my goal maybe would be to take it back to the past. There's a particular moment in the comic, but, and this has been a big thing, I've been leaving the cover designs to our wonderful artist, Maxi Dallo, and I've been impressed with each cover design. So what I'm saying is talking out my ass a bit, but maybe he'll feel the same. The magic in his art has always been letting him feel it and put to page what he feels is right, and his personal expression, and then me readapting from what he adapted from my script to a finished product, and that includes the cover. That's one of my favorite parts is all the constant translations between each other. That's one of my favorite parts of comics. Let me see. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, just everything I gotta catch up on to survive in this arena. That's no fun. That's no good. 5 more minutes, huh? I couldn't stretch the pitch or the poster design. I cannot wait, if we confirm this artist, to show you who I'm talking about for this team up poster. Of course, Dollar Coins or Johan here is very aware of this artist. He does a painter's style also. Which I think is freaking awesome. He's a similar caliber of artist to two other artists, but one in particular I've been looking at. One of the funnest parts of doing all this for me has been connecting with all these different artists, showing them what we're doing and seeing if they have interest or working with them or all of that. And I've been blessed enough to be able to work with everybody there. Let me see. Bum bum bum. Yeah. So, sorry, that was a work text unrelated to comics, so I had to. I didn't have to look at it. It's just, it's that nice digital addiction that pretty much all of us have. You got to kind of make sure you checked. So Dollar Coins wanted Akira Toriyama, which of course I was trying, but eventually the guy will just tell you to fuck off if you try too hard. No, but seriously, yeah, I think you folks will enjoy the work. It might not be a name that you folks are too aware of, but if you take a look at his work and the pedigree, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I'm hoping maybe next week or a week after I can kind of confirm that he wants to do this piece, which would be attached to some things. But anywho. I appreciate you folks. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out a little bit early. We'll do the Jack's right. Oh no, I already did that. We'll sign you out with On the Run Again by the Jukebots, Kactus Coyote's theme. We'll let that run out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Thank you all who see this later, who like, who comment, who dislike, who comment negatively. Just engage. We appreciate the engagement. We want to learn. We want to grow, and we want to give you amazing comics. The best weird Western science fiction comics to come out on the market. That's the fucking goal. And so far, I think we've been actually nailing it pretty damn well. I'll see you guys Monday for the Cactus Coyote campaign. I may do a live stream here, or I might work out a different stream on another channel just to get more exposure. Just follow me on Twitter at cowboy_steel for all the latest news. And follow at Coyote Cactus for all the latest Cactus Coyote news and engagement. And again, thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Ironverse Comics, and I'll see you on that old rusty Ironverse Comics trail. Again, this is on the road, on the run again by Cactus, the Cactus Coyote theme by the Jukebots. And this has been me on 2 or 3 shots of tequila. I absolutely love you all. Cody Fernandez, Ironverse Comics, signing on out. All right, take care, y'all.